Vikings of Valhalla, welcome back to a brand new Manor Lords series here on this channel, where we are going to revisit the first Manor Lords map, and it's been ages, at least for me and this channel, so it's pretty exciting to go back, and we are now trying to push 2,300 subscribers. So if you want to support this channel, and if you love Manor Lords as much as I do, take that axe and throw it at the subscribe button. And we are going to do the default settings here. We're not going to mix it up too much. And we are just going to get going. Again, if you want to support more than just watching, you can always just grab your shield and join the shield wall by pressing join below this video. But again, let's jump into Manor Lords. Let me know in the comments where you are watching from. And I just love seeing this. We got a rich deposit of iron. Stone, not so much, but for this new update, this is gonna be huge because we are getting a stone update. Pretty exciting stuff. Alright, so now let's see how we get the best start out of this. Wild animals is going to be very important now. That is because we're not getting any plus for having firewood on the market, so we definitely want to get those hunted animals really quick. So first, let's get our stuff into storage, and we're gonna see where the supplies are. They're right there. So I'm not gonna spend too much time right now I'm not gonna spend too much time planning now. We just want to get the best start and get the supplies in here. So I'm just gonna get this one right here, and I'm also gonna get the storage right next to it. And we're gonna press play, and we're gonna order an ox because we love oxen on this channel. And if you're new, you will see how many oxen we are gonna buy, because I always say oxen are basically free late game. It costs 20, I think. Late game, that's nothing, and there's no upkeep. Now let's see a little bit more on this map. We have outlaws right here, which is good. We want to claim those outlaws quickly. It looks like that's the only camp that we have. We got Hildebolt right here, and when we claim regions, you're gonna have to help and remind me in the comments. And by the way, we're playing together, so if you have any suggestions, you got to let me know in the comments how we're gonna play this. But help me remember that we should claim the regions over here, depending on what we have next to us, because that way outlaws they spawn in these regions close to us, and that way we can claim them before Hildebolt. So let's see how this region is looking on fertility, and by the looks of that, when we don't have barley, then we know it's not a farming region. And by the looks of it, we have 2 farming regions, and it's gonna be in this one, in that one, so that's okay. I would love to claim Hildebolts right here because I really want to focus on getting a meat region. And that looks like that is the only one with a rich deposit of wild animal. Okay, this one as well. Got iron as well. Okay, let's focus down over here again. One thing I always want to do here is try to start naming our villages. So we're going to go for Valhalla to get that Viking theme. But we're going to take over more regions here. So keep those suggestions coming. And look at this, they are already getting ready to get these up here. So we're gonna build a marketplace. I'm just gonna do one right here, and I might just do one right here as well. There we go. And once these are finished, I'm just gonna add families in here. That way they can put up stalls right away. That way we get food stalls on the market, and they will be very happy. We like happy families, right? And we always want to keep an eye on that timber, because once we are out of timber, we are screwed. So we definitely need timber. And we have berries here, but we're gonna have to build it over here. The logs are right there though. So building this lodging camp right here, we can get the lumber from here, and then eventually we can move the lodging camp. So let's build it there, and I'm building it there because the amount, the walking distance from here to here is very short. And get those supplies. I will remove this guy soon. We just need to get the supplies in there. So there we go. And while they are building there, let's see if we can fix this area. And you always want to protect those berries. And how do we do that, you may ask? Well, we build fields around them. So let's make sure we cover all berries like this. And we're gonna fix this because that looks hideous. So we're gonna do like this, and now we can clearly see where the berries are. Running out of food! Oh no! Don't worry, that will be fixed soon. So here's the berries right there. So we wanna we wanna close them in. So let's go like this. This one right there, and then go up all the way there because that one didn't want to join the other ones. So we gotta build it like this and like that. And if you like this, and if you're still watching, please like this video to support this channel. Yes. There we go. So now, even if we chop down trees here, the berries will keep on growing. So that's basically why we're doing that. If we plant trees and chop down trees here, this will go away. And you don't want to make that mistake. I've been there, done that. I'm not going to do that again. Alright, so stuff is looking good. I love that we have the clay deposit really close as well. So keep on building. And now we do need to assign families in here to the lodging camp. Potentially also have a plan. Like I said before, we need to get those hides on the market really quickly. So why not get the meat? And I'm going to build you here. I'm guessing this is Hildebolt that is saying hello. Yes, Mr. Hildebolt. I'm just going to end that conversation because diplomacy is not really developed yet in this game. So now we have the meat here. They're going to have to walk pretty far to hunt. We could move these here, but they're kind of close. I don't mind having them there. That's fine. It really is. Here, we do need to get more families in here because now we need to build houses. Because we're getting negative on the homelessness. So we don't want... Yeah, we need houses. Quickly. And I'm going to build those houses right... Yeah, where am I going to build those houses? I might just extend this... I don't know. We're going to plan something out eventually. Try to make it a bit crooked, I guess. We don't want it to be too straight. Here we also need a family. Have we all the supplies out of here? Yes. So you can now go out. We do need families to have marketplaces from the storehouse, but for now, that's not necessary because we don't have any clothing and we don't have any houses that need firewood. And if they do need firewood, they can just walk here by themselves. Alright, we're not going to spoil them here. I would love to have houses right here facing here. And I wonder if we can actually... I'm just going to measure to see if we can have a backyard in here. Yes, we can. So that way, I'm going to move these. I don't like moving these, but that's what we're going to do. Do we have 2 oxen? Yes, we do. Nice. So, these houses going to be built right here. Not a big fan how that looks. See if that helps. Maybe if we go from this way up here and then... Yeah, that doesn't work at all. The thing I'm looking for is that we want this backyard extension like this. That way we can build like chicken coops or whatnot late game. And we also want this extra house there because then we will get 2 families in here in each house with only requirements of 1. That's very OP if you ask me. So there we go. Let's see if they got any meat. Yes, yep. Nope. The thing is they're very far, so that makes sense that we don't have meat yet. We also want to get veggies. Veggies take a long time to actually get the most amount of yield. But it's good to start them early. So you actually get the food. But now, I just want to get the homelessness away so we can get more families in here. So you gotta hurry up. So what if we set up 1 house? Well, potentially a couple of houses like this. So if we do like this, we have 2 houses in each. We have the chicken coop right here. And we have room for 1 extra house right here next to us when we move this one. Because this one will be moved eventually. So there we go. Now it's important to get water as well. Not sure where the best place is. Not enough goods. Alright, gonna have to wait. And families will automatically move into these houses. So there's no rush with that. But they have to finish first. And then we also want to build them out with that extension. And you see here the oxen are working like crazy. And doing a great job. And that's why we want 2 oxen. We want more oxen as well to speed up production. And now it's good that we got the supplies into the storage because of the rain. Let's see here. Look at that. We're getting meat and we're getting hides. So to get those happiness up, we need to start making leather. And that way, well, we need planks for that. So, boom. There we go. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 families to have housing for. But we always want 1 open area, like 1 house open, for a family to move in. So that is also a thing we need to do right away. There we go. So let's extend those. Now the happiness will go away. We only got -2, which is pretty good if you ask me. They have to walk pretty far to get the lumber. I don't like that you have to just take this road. There we go. They're walking all the way down here. Really? Come on. Take the shortest route. I was just going to say, I need this to go away. Are you kidding me? What is this house? I'm not even kidding. There's no way. Sorry, not sorry. You gotta move. It has to be kind of looking cool, okay? It has to look okay. All right, this road is just gonna go up here. We're gonna rebuild that house soon, and we're gonna go like this so we can start getting those berries because we're down to 3 months of food, and that could be fixed very quickly with the 4 huts. So we're gonna place you right here. We want a granary here as well, but for now we're just gonna start with that. Right now we're missing families, so we cannot really do anything about that. So houses, we do need houses. I'm gonna place you here and here. Now that looks a little bit better. We have the road, so we can continue that way. And eventually we do need more houses here to work in these because we need to fill this up. Right now we're pretty pissed off that we don't have anyone in here. Planks. That's the thing that is new with this update. We need a lot of planks. And I'm just gonna build it in this area. We're gonna move this eventually. And we need planks to build a tannery and to build a church. Alright, so planks. Very important. So keep 2 families in here for now. Let's see here. We have a lot of heights, but let's keep getting that meat because we are hungry-ish. Happiness is going up now. We should be getting plus for having food on the market. That should be updated in the next month. And once we go on plus that's when we actually get more families to move in. So let's actually extend these, by the way. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 8 families. I could have just 4 times 2, but I know. No. Alright, so 8 families. Eventually. We also want to start building here. If you're new here in this channel, by the way, so we try to micromanage everything. So if you work here, you should also live here. So we will build houses right next to this. And we do have timber now, but that's going to have to wait because we need one of you to go away and one of you go in here. And these 30 regional wealth is going to be spent on those veggie farms. And I don't mind building veggie farms up here. I know we have like a forest here. But building those veggie farms up here would actually be a pretty good idea since... Actually, let's see if we can fit this. How many houses can we fit in this? Because then we can do veggie plots like so maybe, and then go down like this. I'm not sure. Maybe veggie plots there. If we can fit. I'm not going to build this. But if we... Oh, that's way too big, isn't it? Very big. And I don't like when it's like this. So I'm just going to remove this for now. And we're going to plan that out better. But we definitely want houses over here to work over here. 4 months of food and 4 months of fuel. So fuel is also another thing we need to get into. And get the timber production going. Right now I don't like that we are not prioritizing that. But that's going to be fixed soon. Alright, so 5 planks. We're getting there very quickly. So let's see here. Oh, yes. I'm just going to pause the game a bit here. And we're going to build this. I'm going to build it there. The tannery, meat production, and everything is going to be moved down to this region eventually. And since this is not a farming region, I learned, this is a little hack for you guys, just so you know. You can, oh, we need a manor. But you can do hunting grounds, wild animals on rich deposits breed twice as fast at the cost of 50% reduced from yield from crops. So that thing works even if it's not rich. So we're going to put that on as soon as we get that manor in here. All right, speed up the game here. And please let me have more families moving in here right now. We have a lot of heights and we need to get more planks so we can start building that church. We need 20, right? If I'm not mistaken. So as soon as we have 20 planks, there we go. I'm going to remove you so you can help building. Because the more unassigned families we have, the more families build. And I might just put one in here. There we go. We just got a family to move in. So you're going to have to go work there right away. The other one is going to go in here. And the other one should be going in here. Eventually. But for now, you stay there. Desperate need of family. That's if you haven't played Manor Lords, you are always in need of families. That's just a game, alright? And this marketplace might be moved so we can build a road back to this production with iron that we're going to start eventually. But not yet. There's no rush with that. One thing that is pretty rushed. Oh, those bandits stealing our stuff. That can be dealt with as soon as we get our weapons delivery and as soon as we have more families living in here. You need, I would say, at least 16, maybe 14, but at least 16 to go and take those out. Happiness is looking good. Wow, wow, wow. And we get both food, right? Oh, wait. We need a family in here to get that on the market. So let's remove you for now. You're doing a great job, but we're going to move you in here. And that way we should be getting up on the market very soon. We should be getting fuel, which is very good for the families. And clothing, look at that, 100%, 100%. Yes, gotta love that. And now the happiness is gonna just bloom. And now, as always, we're trying to focus on the happiness. And what better would a church be? So I kind of want to put that in between this. Because they have to walk to the church to pray. So it's good to have the church within, like everything. You don't want to have the church like down here. Because that's going to take such a long time to walk there. Only one family building. That's okay. I have 11 leather right now. That's really good. Another family moved in. Good stuff. So we have just one more space for a family to move in right now. So now we have to start focusing on this area right here. And this could also be, if we do like this, this could also be an area. I don't like how that looks. What if we do like this? 3 really? Alright. This could be an area where we also chop down firewood. So I don't mind that we have it like this. I want this to go like this. And I want this to go like this. Not a big fan of that road any longer. So we're going to see if we can go around like this. I'm going to show you soon how we're going to build this. But this would be the veggie... No. This will be the veggie farms. Like this. Facing that way, I think. Because we have a granary right here that's going to pick up those veggies. So that's what I'm thinking with that. And those families that work in these veggie farms, they will be on the side. I'm going to show you how we're going to build them. It's going to be built like this. And it's going to be a lot bigger. Maybe even like so. What is going on here? I'm guessing we're running out of fuel. I'm not a big fan of how that looks. But if we do like... yeah, we're going to have to do like this. There we go. And I'm making them a bit smaller here because we're not gonna have level 4 housing. Fuel. Right. Like I thought. Food, food, and fuel. Alright, see if we can place this down over here. Because there's a lot of trees here. Actually, let's face... let's put you here. Because the storehouse is kind of... We're gonna move storehouses over here as well. But we're gonna place you here. Families will move in here shortly. And we might just have to put a family in here right away. Look at that. We got a stone church. Yes. There we go. We got our weapons. How many units do we have? We have 14. So once we have another family move in, we got to go. And we might just start the charcoal burning right away. Was that the only 2? And stone. Yeah, we have stone and iron. So it's gonna have to be charcoal. Because we're gonna go for the deep mine. We're gonna make bank in this region, by the way. Speed this up a bit. How is the lumber and timber looking? Yeah, we need to focus on the timber production as well. Now when you hear the church clock is ringing, that means the family is moving in. So now we got you moving in here. So I'm just gonna take you and place in here. As soon as we finish building this one, this should probably be a priority. This house is now open for families to move in. And this is where we're gonna start manning this area. There we go. And soon we're gonna start the micromanaging. So don't worry, we're gonna get there. We have to think about where we want to place the logging production. I might just put it over here and have these guys move. Because I don't... This is not a bad area. Because we have houses on this side. We can have a road connect over here. So houses right here. Potentially lodging on this other side. I like that. I like that a lot. So, place one here. Place one there. And normally... Well, I would say normally I actually do this now. I focus on my like lodging camps a lot in the early game, so we don't sit there late game and be like waiting for the timber and planks. That is something you always want to have in storage, so you're ready to go. And I know these are going to be veggie farms, but for now we can only afford 2. So we're going to take the 2 biggest one, and then the other ones are going to come later on. But there we go, start working there. We also want more families to work there eventually, but for now this is going to have to do it. Fuel is looking good. We have 7 months, but in winter, not a battle camp. Wait a minute. Both of them are pretty close. So let's see here. We do have 16. All right. So the thing now with this is we're gonna pull out my men here, and I'm gonna show you the worst thing with this, and that is once we take these out, we have 24 people living here. 16 of them are right here. So who do you think is doing their job when they're out? Well, no one. So let's see here. If you take a look here, 2 of these guys are in the army. So it's just one gathering fuel, which is not good for the harsh winter that is coming to Manor Lords. So you're going to have to hurry up here. And by hurrying up, I mean we're going to take this very slow. We don't want to rush there, because if we're tired, we're going to lose that fight. And if I hear that right, there's a lot of families moving in, so I'm gonna see if we can place you in here in this forager hut, so we can start getting those last berries. They have stopped growing, so they're gonna go away very quickly here. And then we're just gonna do like this, and then I'll be out of here because we need to focus on this. Whoa, pause. All right. So one thing I'm looking for here early game, this might be overdoing it, is if we are fighting here we can see like 4 against 1. If you see the opposite, you kind of want to reposition your men. Right now it's looking okay. I mean, that could be it. I think it's fine. Yeah, they're gonna drop like flies. There we go. Get them down. I don't want to lose anyone, please. They're gonna break. Oh no, we lost a man. We lost 2. Lost 3. Okay, reposition. Reposition. We lost way too many men right there. That's why you want to have those straight lines. Ah, dang it. I never have actually lost families from reposition, like pulling back like that. So don't be scared to do that. I tried that multiple times, and it should work most of the times at least, because it always works for me. So these guys should go here right now. We lost a couple of families right now. So even when these guys are... we're going to put this to my treasury. Even when these guys come back now, we are going to miss 4 men. So that's not good at all. So we'll go back to work here. And eventually we will have families move in here. But for now, we should only have... Yeah, look at that. Only 2 families living in that family. Not a good time. Hurry up. You can actually run now. And I know we can go and hit this, but I'm going to do like this. I'm going to use mercenaries, the cheapest ones. And these 2 should be able to do it. So let's see where they're coming actually from here. Amazing. So let's see here if I can pull you out this way. I'm going to pull you out this way. Speed up the game a bit here. You go and attack. I kind of want to surround these somehow. You go after these ones. You go after these ones. And that should be a fairly easy fight. We got to keep an eye on this though. We don't want to pay for these guys 2 months in a row. So just kill those quickly. They're putting up a fight here. Alright, go here and take this. And this, we're going to send it to my nearest town. And then we're going to disband those guys. There we go. So now we got some money into our treasury, which is very good. And that could be used, for example, making veggie farms. And buying oxen. So let's get some oxen. Let's get some new hitching posts. I know I paused the game. But if we have oxen moving in here right now, they're going to run away, and we don't want that. So let's get these placed down here, 2 on each side, like so. I guess we can do like this. And there we go. Press play. There we go. And I also want to plant trees. And that is something in the early stages of this game I never did quick enough. So I'm going to place 2 in each. And then we're going to have lumber in the planks in the middle here. I think I can just place it right there. Definitely want some type of storage unit right here to have all those planks. I'm not sure how and where. Kind of want the planks to come over here to this region where we're going to make... From this region we can make a lot of weapons. And we need a lot of planks for weapons. So that could be good to have this plank storage over like in the storage over here. But we will figure that out eventually. So now we can finally start building again. Everything has been very slowed down. One thing we also want to get is a chicken coop. And a chicken coop. I'm going to get those in here. And from... Ooh, missing planks. From chicken coops we get 1 egg each month. So 12 eggs each year. Which is very good. And that's a lot better than getting those wild animals. I think you get like 2 or 3 wild animals a year. So that's not worth it. Get those chicken coops unless... You have a rich deposit. Oh no, go back to work. There we go. That's why everything was slow. Definitely want to push those level 2 houses so we can start building up our army. Happiness is looking very good. So let's see also if we can just temporarily, quickly put some families in. We need planks so bad. We need planks so insanely bad. Alright, so I'm not sure this is gonna work. And I don't want it to go... Well, why not? I don't think I want this, honestly. That looks dumb. And you go out of there, and I'm gonna place 1 there and 1 there. We also want to assign oxen to here. I'm gonna assign 1 here since we're getting a 3rd oxen very shortly. That way they can move a lot quicker. I want to assign oxen in here as well to speed up that process. But for now, this is what we're gonna do. And it's gonna be a while before we can have families move in here anyways. So we don't need to rush building houses here. But eventually we want to have families move in here to minimize transportation, which is a huge thing in Manor Lords. Kinda want this road to continue here as well. Don't know if I like how that looks. But if we do like this, there we go. Now we like that. 3 timber? Really? Get another ox. Get those oxen. Get a family in here. And let's set the limit that we always want to keep 20 timber. Now, for now, in the beginning, you know what? Let's have it at 10. We can increase that later, but right now, let's keep it at that. And that way, we can start getting planks again. Because I need to get these going so we can upgrade this church. Did I not place down water? Are you actually serious? I feel so bad for my citizens. Oh no! No water for you, huh? Well, I'm gonna place 1 here as well, because if there is a fire here, we don't want to run all the way here. So spread out your water. You're gonna thank yourself later in the game. Alright, family just moved in here. And this is the time when we start planning for the future over here as well. So storage for food. Costing too much stone. Alright. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. Maybe if we just... we don't even have planks. No. There we go. Now we have planks. Alright, build this right now. Get a road here. And we can put some families in here so we can upgrade the church. Because if we have the church upgraded, everyone will be very happy. And by the looks of it, since it is a stone church, we're gonna need stone. So yeah, let's get the stone quarry right there, or stone cutters camp. They're gonna have to walk over here, but that's okay. Might move that later, but for now, that's. I mean, if this never went away, I would probably move it up there and do like houses and whatnot. That will be for the update that is coming. But for now, we're gonna keep it as it is. And now we can also upgrade these to level 2, which is just great. I am going to... How much are these? Planks, money, that we should be able to afford. So let's get this one to level 2. And this is gonna be shoemaker. He's gonna make those shoes. So he is now, like both these families that work in here, they're gonna be gone. They're not gonna be working anymore because when we have the extension, like one of those jobs over here, they're gonna be out of here. So he's a tanner, he's a granary worker. That is probably, yeah, that's not good at all. So I'm gonna do like this and like this, and now they are on the side, and that way we can just do like this. So now we're gonna get shoes on the market. And now we need families badly. How's the food and fuel? Fuel is looking good. So we could also move those families from there eventually. Hunter and woodcutter. That's not going to cut it. You need to get that stone because you live right in front of it. Let's see here. Woodcutter, warehouse worker. Woodcutter. Just going to have to wait. Do have a lot of it. There we go. I'm going to remove families from there. And these ones unassigned. Good. So you're going to go into the granary because you always want to have food on the market. Otherwise, they're going to be pissed off very early. Hunter's camp is going to have to move. So for now, just going to remove it. And we're going to place families in here to get that going. And we also need to get the roof tiles or the clay tiles. So placing this would be good, but we are missing stone. So we cannot do that. Place you in here to get that going. Alright, stone is needed for basically everything. As soon as summer or spring hits, we want to get those berries because we don't really have a good food source in this region. So that is something we need to think about as well. Get those chicken coops. We want to get another ox in here. And get that chicken coop. There we go. Good stuff. We can get one here as well. Running a little muddy, but that's okay. Getting those eggs early is going to be great food variety. So they're going to be very happy. And now we should have enough stone. We have enough stone. Nice. So let's place down the granary on this side. I'm going to do pretty far away from there because that way we can actually place down a nice market. Like this. 7 stalls. That's good. And I have a feeling this one is full. Almost. Oh no. Let's build that out. Oh, it costs 16 planks. That's just mad. Alright, we're going to remove you because we have enough families in there. I'm going to put one in there. And now we're going to see if we can afford getting this. We're missing planks. That's just crazy. I like this new update where we need more planks, but it makes it a lot harder. You need planks for basically everything and stone, which is, I mean, realistic. So I like that, but still, it's hard. It's very hard. So now we're just waiting for the families to move in here so we can start getting those veggies as well. But for now, I really like this story. Looking good. We need to get this area going as well. So that is... We don't have anyone working here. So that could be a problem. If we don't get any timber, it's going to be pretty halted here in our region. Keep getting those ox as soon as you can. Oh, come on. There we go. And then now we have a sign oxen here and then sign oxen there. We do need to get families to move in here. Now we have 4 open spaces. But as soon as we get this church leveled up, we don't need stone anymore. As soon as we get that church leveled up, we're gonna get even more happiness in here, which is good. Which is very, very good. Again, if you're still enjoying this series, let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions, what we should do. We're playing together. Again, let me know as well where you are watching from. That's always cool to know. While we are assigning these in here, getting them a fuel stockpile so they never start working. And get those roof tiles. We should have... How much was the clay? 26 clay. That's way too much. I mean, we could use it later. But for now, we just want to get 10. So we can upgrade this stone church. Or this wooden church to a stone church. And now we just missed those clay roof tiles. So hurry the F up. Let's go. Get going. Oh, look at that. I'm just going to go quick. 3 already. 4. Good stuff. Alright, so how are we looking at timber? Good. So I'm going to take one out. Spring is around the corner. Let's see if we can... No, let's make sure you plant in this area. We need more of those forge huts, and we need more families over here. So let's see if we can plan for some houses here. Not sure if I like how this looks. You know what? Let's just do like this. We don't have to overdo it. Like, we're not going to do all of this, but maybe if... I'm not going to complain about that. I kind of like that. Let's remove you so we can actually get those. There's a limit. Why are you not sticking to... Wait, the limit was 10, wasn't it? Well, pretty good. We can already afford those houses. So let's get those houses built. And that way, we can get a lot of families. We don't want this because we want that extra house like this. And we have an extra house on all of them. And that is going to give us a lot of workers for this area, which is going to be necessary. Wait a minute. A bandit camp sighted. We need to hit all bandit camps. Right now, when we have money, we're going to spend mercenaries on this job. I'm not sure if these guys are going to have to be able to deal with that. So I'm going to sign this contract, which is going to give me... Oh, where are they coming from? All the way there. Oh, no. Oh, well. You're going to have a little hike walking over here. Let's see if we can just walk this way. Take your time. There's no rush. We cannot forget about them, though. That's usually what I do. I forget about those men. But we're going to go there and fight that war very soon. Probably have fire at will just in case. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Alright. We're going to... As soon as we have families moved in here, we're going to really start the micromanaging going. So now... Look at this. We have too many roof tiles already. No. No. Oh, missing timber, aren't we? Get the lumber going. Get an ox going. And now we have another family moving in. They should be moving in here. There we go. So now 3 more spots to move in. Church is being upgraded. And then we get houses to move in here. Let's go here and see if... Oh, they're not even close. You know what? I don't care that you're tired. You're going to have to run here. A new message? Track their movement. Yes. We're getting hit by outlaws very soon. That's why I wanted to get to the level 2 houses here. So once families has moved in here, we are going to have to think about raising an army. Where is the closest trading point? It's right there. So we might just get the production. It's kind of far away from here. You want the production kind of close to the trading point because we're going to be selling a lot of stuff. And let's see if we can go around like this. We can eventually make like a thicker road here to make it look better. But let's just go up like this. And this is where we're going to do more houses to produce from this region. Or from this area right here. So we do need level 2 houses there. We are, however, able to get... No, we should get that going. They're going to get here very soon, so that should actually be a priority. So maybe we have to use some of these houses to get those up and running. And we have to think about the food as well. Because right now, we don't have any wild animals. Wait a minute. I knew I was going to forget about something. Looks like they already fought the war. And they have 8 more days before we have to pay for them again. So it's a good thing that we ran. There we go. We're going to send this to my treasury again so we can buy more mercenaries if necessary. Because that might be necessary if there's another bandit camp. We also built off enough influence, my friends, to claim another region. Which we are going to do right away. And we're going to do that way over here. I think. Because we don't want bandit camps to start spawning over here. So let's claim that region for now. I'm not sure we're going to start building there. Unless you really want me to. I might just start expanding right away. That would be kind of fun, actually. Alright, so in this granary, here's the micromanaging. We are only going to allow berries and herbs and eggs. That's all we want in here. So just focus on this area. However, we don't have anyone working here. So let's see if we can find woodcutter. No, you're going to work here right now. Because if this fills up, which it will fill up very shortly, they will stop working. Not a good time. Not a good time at all. Woodcutter's Lodge should probably face somewhere around here as well. Level 2 church. Yes! Get that church up. And now the happiness should be over 75 each month, and if it is, we are getting even more families to move in here. I just need to fix this area though. So if we just build, let's see where the wild animals are. They're right there. Just kind of temporarily just building a hunter's camp right there. We want a tannery down here as well, but for now we don't want too many families living here. So maybe do like this, and then like, oh no, we want 3 families. Come on. There we go. 3 houses, there we go. And we do need... I mean, eventually we do need all granaries and stuff. But for now, I think I'm just going to go for the storehouse. You know what? This is a good idea. Let's go like this. I have a plan. Finally, I have a plan. You go down this way. You go down that way. We can put a storage right here where we actually collect firewood. That would be smart, right? So we're gonna get firewood from this area as well, I think, because that has to be moved from this area. I don't like having it over there. And then we also need a marketplace somewhere around here. Maybe even put it like this. We need more families in here, and then we also kind of want to protect these wild animals. And there is a way to do it. The way to do it is just that you build kind of like how you did with the wild berries. You say build this road around like nice and easy like this. It doesn't have to look nice, okay? But you build it around like this, and you don't want it to be too close to the red line, because then they might actually migrate. So just go a bit further back. There we go. Come around this way and connect. There we go. And then we're gonna put our animal pens, which I always say is pretty realistic if you would keep there as not a pet, but as a hunting pet. You get what I'm saying. Go around. Oh, we can go around a long way. Nope. Nope. There we go. And then this is pastures. Yes, good. Alright, so now we have these closed in, and we're not going to chop down any trees around them, which is very crucial that we don't do that. Alright, speed up the game here. Might be able to claim a region in this episode. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good start, if you ask me. Food is not looking good. Fuel is looking good. Let's make sure these guys are unassigned. Speaking of unassigned, there should be a couple of families here. Yep, look at that. Unassigned. I'm going to place you in this as well to collect from this one. And 2 unassigned families right here. So I have a job for them, and that is to pick up these berries, because when you have berries like this, I usually say, hey! Well, I usually don't say that, but we claim the region. Yes! I usually say that 3 Forger huts are good to collect all the stuff, only because this fills up that quickly. So instead of having 4 families in here, take 1 in each, and they're gonna spend time getting these berries and fixing their food, which is a problem right now. Alright, so last family to move in here, and then we're getting this fixed, and we need the happiness to go up now. Super bad. Let's take a look here in yeah, this could be actually be the reason why. Do we have any unassigned families here? Well, would you look at that? I'm gonna place you into the storehouse, and I'm also gonna place you into the storehouse, because that is one of the things that now they're looking a lot more happy here, because we're not covering clothing, not even food. So that can also be a thing that we're missing. So if we get you 2 over here to get more berries for us, that way they're gonna be more happy. So collect more berries, get more food stalls on the market. Let's expand this so we can fit more berries in there. And let's take a close look here again, and look at that. Now this is going up, and look at the happiness now. Look at the happiness. They're gonna move in like crazy into our realm, and we need to fill this up so we can start working over here in this area and start planting trees, and also start getting the meat again. So we are in desperate need of families. Church clock just rang, so the last family just moved in here, and we're down to 71 again. It always resets, but now it should be going up. Let's take a quick look here again at the marketplace. Not looking good. Basically have no shoes, no leather for some reason. We have 13 shoes and no leather. Okay, this is not good. Alright, so over here as well. Let's make sure, this is how we also micromanage stuff. Make sure that we just disallow everything except shoes. I want leather and animal hides, and we want firewood. That's why it's very important to change in this one as soon as we open that one up to remove from this storehouse that they're not allowed to keep it, right? Well, they can always have firewood because you always want to have firewood spread out in your realm to minimize transportation. But that's how we're gonna roll with that. And then we want a tannery pretty decently close to this. I'm just gonna place it right here. We can build houses on like facing this right here. And now I'm just gonna assign families here. I know it could be these families that are working as over here right now, but we're gonna have to put them in there. And these guys are coming very soon as well, so we need to get the production going. And we could get the production going really quickly by making a lot of planks. Like we could make a lot of shields and whatnot, but we also need to start digging for iron. And when we have a rich deposit like this, I always place down 3. So let's make sure we fit that by doing this. So we're gonna go closer and closer, and just like that, and then we're gonna go like this. No deposit in range. We're gonna go a bit closer in. There we go. And deposit in range on all of them. Yes. So now we're gonna get clay like crazy. I don't know why I always do it like this, but I like how that looks. I don't like how that looks at all. Go this way. There we go. Go this way. Alright. That's okay. Doesn't have to look good. Come around, and connect here. And this way, we could fit houses behind here. And even houses this way. So that's good. We need to connect this somehow. Oh, that's why I left room here by the church. I just remembered. Yes! And maybe... yeah, we can go this way. That's okay. So that's good. We need houses here to work this area. We need houses to start this trade going. We need houses for everything. So that's the current or always struggle in Manor Lords. But yeah, we're gonna wrap the first episode there. Don't forget to write comments and let me know what you want to see in the next episode. I'm gonna record this tomorrow, so I will see all the comments before I record the next episode. So keep those likes and comments coming. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and still watching, so we can hit those 2,300 subscribers. But again, thank you all for just watching. Thank you all members that are supporting more than just watching this video. And if you want to become a member, you can always just grab your shield and join the shield wall by pressing join below this video. But again, thank you all for just watching. And if you want to see the next episode, you're going to see that video on the screen right now. So keep your axes sharp, and I will see you in the next video.